decided to investigate how the depiction of women in beauty ads has changed over time. For decades now, there has been a lot of talk about women's beauty standards, especially in the media. I decided to look at the way women are depicted in visual images in beauty and cosmetic magazine advertisements. I took data from a 48-year span. I took 5 photos from 1965 and 5 photos from 2013. All 10 of these photos are from the same magazine, which is called Ladies' Home Journal. So the variables I decided to use for my study are race and ethnicity, hair color, hair length, makeup, face type, and age range. First, I am going to show the photos from the 2013 magazine. I randomly selected 5 beauty advertisements. This is a L'Oreal Paris anti-aging advertisement. This clearly shows a Caucasian woman. See, she has dirty blonde hair. She is a little older, looks over 35. She has a very thin face and she has almost no makeup on, I'd say little to none. Then the second photo is a long brunette, also a Caucasian woman. She is advertising a Vino lotion. She's wearing little to no makeup. She has a thin face and she also looks like she is over 35. So then the third photo was a OPI advertisement. This depicts a Caucasian celebrity. She is also a long-haired brunette. She's shown wearing little to no makeup. She has a thin face and she looks like she is slightly under 35. Then we have a curly advertisement. This is a Caucasian woman with short blonde hair. She's wearing little to no makeup. She has a thin face and she looks like she's over 35. The last advertisement I selected was a Maybelline, and this depicts a long-haired white female who is wearing little to no makeup. She has a thin face and she looks like she is less than 35 years old. As you can see, a lot of these women are on the older side. The women in the 2013 advertisements were overall depicted to be older. This might be due to the fact that beauty advertisements often now are aimed towards older women. As you can see on this chart, Caucasian is the only prevalent race, and so is a thin face type, and so is wearing little to no makeup. I also took 5 randomly selected photos from the 1965 Ladies' Home Journal magazine on women's beauty advertisements. The first photo is a hair advertisement, and as we see right here, we have a Caucasian woman who has short, blonde, dirty blonde hair. She is wearing little to no makeup. She has a very thin face, and she looks like she's less than 35. Then we have a Sudden Beauty advertisement, which is a face mask. And this woman looks like she is wearing little to no makeup. She is a white, short brunette, and she has a very thin face, and she looks like she's less than 35. And this is a Caucasian woman with short brunette hair, wearing little to no makeup. She has a very thin face, and she looks like she's over 35. She's over 35, which might have to do with the fact that the advertisement is advertising hair color, and it is showing a woman with gray hair, which is targeted towards an older audience. And of a mascara advertisement, and it is a Caucasian woman with short brunette hair, and she has natural amount of makeup on. She looks like she's less than 35, and she has a thin face. What we have is a Breck shampoo advertisement, and this woman is short brunette. She is Caucasian. She looks like she's wearing natural makeup a little bit, and she has a rounder face, and she looks like she's less than 35. Beauty advertisements produced in the 60s depict women who are looking a little younger with a short, voluminous haircut. This might be due to the fact that beauty advertisements are now aimed to focus on the overall health and skincare in comparison to the 1965 advertisements, where it seemed to focus solely on attractiveness and sex appeal to a man. 10 different cases, we are still able to see that there is an ideal representation of beauty. It has not altered that much in the past 50 years. There's a typical representation that is considered the beauty norm, women that fall into the beautiful category. But since it's so prevalent everywhere within the media, or everywhere we go, especially with all of the technology, it's so prevalent, they still feel like they have to match it and look like those people in those advertisements. This is negatively affecting society because because a lot of girls and women are seeing these typical beauty standards that are seen in the media, and they're like, I don't look like that. Women in beauty advertisements in 2013 do appear to vary slightly more in their appearance than the women depicted in the 1965 beauty advertisements. The women in the 1965 beauty advertisements seemed to be portrayed very similarly, all with a short style, clean, bob, voluminous haircut with simple, thin, delicate. As we see, all of the women depicted in these 10 advertisements from both years observed have been Caucasian women. In fact, it wasn't until 1992 when Tyra Banks, an African-American model, signed to represent CoverGirl. And she actually became the first non-white woman used in major cosmetics advertising. So a lot of beauty standards in women's beauty advertising has changed. Women now can vary more in age. There's not just one specific age that is seen as beautiful. Now, beauty advertisements are showing that a woman can be beautiful at a wider range of ages in her life. In addition to more variance in age, women also now are seen with all kinds of hair. Despite these slight changes, the majority of women's beauty standards have maintained very similarly over the past 50 or so years. As much as female beauty advertisements have changed, so much has still remained the same. After visualizing and analyzing 5 photos chosen from a 1965 Ladies' Home Journal magazine and from a 2013 magazine, it's evident that the overall standards of women's beauty have not altered tremendously. This proves that media and society still consider white women with thin facial features, wearing little to no makeup, the ideal definition of beauty when trying to sell cosmetics and other beauty products. The period in which the advertisement was produced does not have a significant effect on the woman depicted in the photo.